What's up, gang? It's your favorite guy, the coach, Sweet Science. Got on my Kronk. Y'all see it, boxing. My Julio Cesar Chavez drip today from Roots of Fight. That's one of my favorite gear. People's one of my favorite little suits to kind of rock it in. But check it out. Long day yesterday out in South Carolina and Charleston. Appreciate the fights. Charleston, South Carolina. We had a great time. Appreciate y'all letting us come out and participate in your event. But you know me, every time we go box, I bring something back. And let me share this with everybody before I get started. Here's the big thing. A lot of stuff that I talk about and I mention is stuff that I did as well when I started coaching, 17 years ago now. So when I talk about it or address it, it's because I've had the experience of doing it myself. And I had to learn. Somebody either taught me or told me, or I just kind of got it upon kind of paying attention to what to do and what not to do in relation to amateur boxing. So a couple of things that I picked up from yesterday. Number one, we'll start here. Coaches, new coaches, and some of us old coaches, you don't have to have, and you really shouldn't have a whole bunch of people in the corner when you're coaching your athletes. I'm the only person in the corner working my athlete's corner. Couple different reasons why. Number one, I need the athletes to be able to hear me, listen to me, key in on my instruction, which is already difficult when you've got fans, you got their parents, you've got people screaming in the audience. So it's really hard to be able to do that. So you got to kind of groom your athletes to be able to do that. First, it starts in the gym, and then second, it translates over into the events. So when you have, 2 or 3 or 3 or 4 folks, which you're not supposed to anyway by the rules, there'll only be, I think, 2 people in the corner. It becomes chaos. Right. And what ends up happening is you got multiple voices. The athlete's trying to hear a couple different things from different people. And usually 90% of the time, one of the 2 people are saying something, don't know what the hell they're saying, and shouldn't be saying anything in the first place. So you want to minimize that. Athlete, maybe a coach, and an athlete who actually boxes with you should really work the corner. So that's number one. Don't have a whole bunch of people in the corner. You're not supposed to anyway. Number 2 is knowing when your athletes are overmatched. Know when it's time to stop a bout, know when it's time to throw in the towel on a bout, and know when it's time to not allow your athlete to take on any unnecessary punishment. It does happen. Sometimes the kids are just overmatched. Sometimes it's just not their day, but it is still boxing, and you don't want these kids to take a bunch of unnecessary contact that they don't need to take so they can continue to box. You don't want them to get hurt. Number 3, this is also the super most important. If you are a coach sitting in the stands, don't be yelling out instructions and yelling out stuff to somebody else's boxer while you're sitting there watching. Don't do that. It's annoying, it's loud, and it's just not the right thing to do. Let those athletes key in on their coach's voice. Don't do that. It's very unprofessional, and you shouldn't do it. Don't be yelling instructions and yelling out something to somebody else's boxer from the crowd. Let that coach do it. Be respectful. But those are 3 things I've got. Like I said, things that I had to learn, things that I did that you end eventually growing out of, and you understand what's best for your athletes and other folks in the gyms. I'm the coach. Stay tuned. Continue to support boxing.